Hey, PSA. Yeah, this is Flippin' Steve. Yeah, just got my cards in the mail, but I think you guys forgot the directions on how to open the box. Yeah, this thing's taped up real good. I don't know how to get into it. Is there something on the website or YouTube video on how I can open this box up? No, figure it out for myself. Man, don't you know? Don't they know I'm a YouTube celebrity? I can't be figuring stuff out for myself. Let's see, let's try it. Nah, I don't think that'll work. This here. I don't have any gasoline. Let's see. How about What's up, guys? Welcome back. Flippin' Steve coming at you today with a mail day video. Haven't done a mail day video in a while. And this is not only a mail day video, but it's also a small PSA return. Only 6 cards, and they're Pokemon cards, guys. If you remember, I did a video a while back where my brother had found a bunch of my Pokemon cards from when we were younger. And I brought them home, and I went through some of them, and I decided I would submit a few of them to PSA. So really, none of the Pokemon cards in here do I have any kind of investment in other than buying the packs when I was younger. So we'll see what I have here. I do not know the grades. I decided that I would do this reveal with you guys. The package has been sitting at my house all day long, and I've been very patient, but I'm going to do the reveal with you guys, and I don't know the grades because personally, I'm not much into Pokemon. I don't know the grades. I don't know the values, but we'll see what we get back in there. Also have approximately 3 NFL cards and a couple NBA cards. So we're going to hit some NBA, some NFL, and some Pokemon. Before we get into these packages, guys, you see in front of you 4 cards. We're still in the middle of the giveaway. I'm giving away 2 of those cards by choice. My video, 2 videos ago, I'm waiting for it to receive 200 likes. And when it receives 200 likes, I'm giving away 2 of those cards. I believe it's getting close. It's about at 175. I will drop a link to that video below. And also at 1,800 subscribers, which I'm approaching as well, if we get there by Christmas, I'll add in another one of these cards as a free giveaway. We'll have 3 winners. Also, guys, sorry if you hear some noise in the background. There's a train going through town right now. So while you're at it, climb aboard the train, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into these packages. Christmas coming up. Want to get these giveaways out. And want to get through this video without taking up too much more of your time. Some of these packages have already been opened, and I've actually discarded the envelopes because they've been sitting around. I've been waiting for stuff to do this mail day. I have a lot more stuff coming in, and packages are just coming in very slowly right now, I feel like. I don't know if it's because of the holidays or what, but I just have a lot of items out that should have been delivered by now, and they're just not arriving by their tracking date times. First card I want to show you, a recent pickup, is going to be a 2015 Stefon Diggs Silver Prism rookie card. Here he is on the Vikings in his rookie card. Now a member of the Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to get a little more light on that, a little more shine, because it's so shiny. But playing for the Buffalo Bills, a team that's really got a lot of potential, could push deep into the playoffs. Josh Allen is making a statement for MVP, and Stefon Diggs is his #1 receiver. You know, this part of the year in football, it's tough to make football flips. I have people ask me questions about, is there still money to be made in the NFL market? There is, but you got to be very careful. You got to invest in these guys that you think are going to make deep playoff runs. AFC, NFC championship games, Super Bowls, guys that are still, worth watching. And even though there's guys out there putting up lots of stats, people don't tend to care unless you're winning, especially, when you're this deep into the season as we are right now. A guy like Stefon Diggs could get some playoff and possibly Super Bowl notoriety. So yeah, good young player, good quarterback, and I figured why not? I think I picked it up for like $15. And when it comes to these position players, and this scratch is on the case, I'm looking at that. But when it comes to these position players, It's a little risky because of injury and stuff like that. And they have to be exciting, guys. They have to be exciting players. You know, there are some players out there who put up great stats and are on good teams. One guy that comes to mind is Nick Chubb. Maybe even Derrick Henry. Now, although myself as a football fan, I think those guys are exciting and great players to watch. There's a lot of people who just like the electric players, and those guys are more of your old school throwback style players and just don't get the attention and the hype that they deserve, especially in the hobby world. Next up is a card of a guy that many people are going to have mixed feelings on, especially because of this season, and that's going to be Tom Brady. You know, the GOAT. Some people would argue it, but probably the GOAT. This card here, I think, is just a sneaky pick. Whether or not Tampa Bay continues to struggle, or they make it deep into the playoffs and possibly another Super Bowl for Brady. If he won 7, it would be insane. They're just a little inconsistent, but you never know. Good to take a gamble on a sleeper card like this. This is not one of the top end brands like Prism or Optic and things like that. However, this is the first card, and this is the Luminance that he appears in his Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform. I wouldn't recommend going and just buying this card in the base. If you were interested in a first Tom Brady Buccaneers uniform, and it may be the Prism that draws the value, but if you're actually interested in his first Tampa uniform, you could go for this Luminance for a good value and look for the ones that are numbered, like the gold. This is a gold, green. There's different prints, and they're serial numbered. So serial numbered is always good when you're buying a card like this because it's easier to target a collector, you know, a Tom Brady fan, a Patriots fan, a Buccaneers fan, than if you just get a base card. And especially if you were to take one of these and get it graded, which I'll probably do with this one. And the last football card in the mail day, and this one's still in the envelope. And I was talking about exciting earlier. This guy has kind of been the definition of exciting. Not only the players he plays with and Patrick Mahomes, as well as the team that he's on. And that's going to be Tyreek Hill. Now, guys, I picked up this Optic Holo, which is just an awesome looking card, in a Gem Mint 10 for around $100. The same night that he blew up for close to 300 yards and 3 touchdowns on prime time against the Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And this card, like, already 2.5x to 3 times its value the night that I bought it. I just looked and I said to myself, I said, it's a big stage tonight. It's the Chiefs. It's the Buccaneers, Mahomes, Brady, primetime television. And that's what you want to look for when you're looking for a flip on a card, something exciting. And Tyreek Hill went out and put up a career game, and the gamble paid off for me on this card. Also, the Chiefs are probably a Super Bowl favorite, at least to appear in the Super Bowl. And again, that gives him Super Bowl MVP, you know, upside, main stage, publicity, and all that good stuff. And he's just exciting and electric. You know, when he gets the ball in his hands, you never know what's going to happen. So, again, Tyreek Hill, position player that I bought there. We got another train coming through. It's going to be loud, and we're going to let it go. Yep, hello. We're going to start getting into the NBA mail, guys, and I know everybody loves the NBA. That's what everybody wants to see right now. That's what's buy, selling, and trading the most. Rightfully so, because we're coming up into a season. And let's go ahead and knock out this one here, right here. Bradley Beal, 2012 Panini Brilliance. You guys have heard me talk in the past from the 2012 class, and that year I love the Brilliance product as a budget buy. You know, the Prisms are really expensive. His Prism in a PSA 10 is probably pushing around $600 or $700, maybe even higher. In a PSA 9, $200 to $300, maybe even higher. I don't know the market at the moment because it changes every day right now in the NBA. I bought this Brilliance card raw for $5. So, you know, when you're looking at the Prism selling raw for like $150 plus, this for $5, I just really love the value on it. I have some Kawhis in a PSA 10 as well as Anthony Davis's. I also have the Prisms. You guys saw them in a previous video, but I've talked about the Brilliance card for a while, and I just believe it's a slick looking card. You don't have Optic in 2012, so your top products are Prism, and then Select. And then Select didn't even really put out a base card of a lot of people. They either put out autos or the Red Hot Rookies inserts. And then there's Hoops, and then there has to be another product, that people can go to once these more expensive cards are bought up, because people still want the rookie cards, and I just love the Brilliance. And that's me. I'm done preaching the Brilliance. You guys have heard me talk about Brilliance rookie cards a lot and how I think that they're just a bargain. I mean, $5 for this Bradley Beal. The Wizards with Russell Westbrook. We'll see what happens. Next up is going to be a guy that I was buying since draft night. Picked him up starting draft night because of the draft of LaMelo Ball. And that's going to be P.J. Washington. I know Devontae Graham is another hot player in Charlotte, but I like the price point on P.J. Washington with the upside of LaMelo Ball bringing publicity to the team, as well as, helping the team be better with his ball distribution. And a guy from P.J. Washington, playing in that small forward role can really benefit from that. Picked up a base silver. When the cards are a good price point, instead of just going for the base or even dipping down into the other products such as Optic or Select, go with the Prism. That's going to be the first card that goes nuts when a player gets popular, and the silvers as well. I'm noticing a scratch in the glare here, but it looks like it's on the case. I'll have to take it out and take a look at it. I'm going to do that super quick here. Yeah, and that's the scratch on the, it's just on the soft sleeve. As you can see, the card's really clean. The only thing that might be, I don't know if the centering might be a little off, although PSA does give you 60-40, guys. 60-40 is in the definition of a PSA 10 when they talk about grading. They'll give you 60-40 centering on the front, and they'll actually give you 75-25 centering on the back. So if no one didn't know that, that's a little tidbit of information. If you're looking at a card and you're like, man, that's 60-40, or if you're looking at the back and you're like, man, the back is really off-centered, PSA definition of a 10 is a 60-40 front and a 75-25 back. So there you have that. Next up is a Select, and this is a silver. I know I said you can steer clear of the Optics and the Selects, unless you really think a player is gonna go crazy and the market is going to go nuts buying their cards, then you can go ahead and jump on board these Selects and Optics early. However, with P.J. Washington, he's a guy that I'd like to quick flip. I don't look for him long term. When I look at Selects and things like that, I'm looking at guys like even Zion from last year's rookie class. But, the silver parallels are always a good grab at a good price. And last but not least, on P.J. Washington, another silver. This one in a mint 9. I'll compare my raw to this one and see what I think as far as submitting for grading. I won't submit unless PJ actually starts, blowing up and having the type of season that I hope that he'll have, because it's just not worth the length of time for the turnaround time, because by the time I get it back, any of the buzz around PJ Washington could be gone. However, if he does perform at a high level, then he'll have a buzz that'll stay for a little longer, and then it might be worth getting graded. And the last card, NBA-wise, from the mail day, is going to be a Dog Biscuit Snacks and Treats. The original assortment. Cheddar. And actually, the card's in here. And it's going to be a Russell Westbrook. It's going to be a PSA 9 Topps Hardwood. This is just a Topps set that they don't produce anymore. But a Topps Hardwood rookie card. Topps, as a matter of fact, doesn't produce basketball cards at all anymore. Panini has the license. And in 2008, when Russell Westbrook cards were made, if you guys look, he doesn't have a lot of options to buy. He does have Topps Chrome, which would be your best. He does have the Topps Base, which is classic and people like. And then you just kind of choose after that. This one here, I did pay $40 for it. The reason I bought this one is because it's a photo variation of him dunking the ball, as you can see, shooting, because this is a variation. It's a more rare variation. And it's also numbered out of $2.99. So any serial numbered rookie card in a PSA 9 at $40 of a player like Russell Westbrook, who averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons. I don't think people realize that. They look at his failures at winning a title and things like that, And not everybody in the NBA is going to win a title. I mean, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, those guys, they never won titles. Jordan won the titles. And so that didn't mean they weren't great players and that they don't have any value. But he averaged a triple-double for 3 years straight. Moving to Washington, coming to the East, less competitive division. Bradley Beal. You know, I just think there's a lot of factors around Russell Westbrook that can actually make him shine and his card shine. People don't necessarily like his attitude a whole lot. But if it's production and success on the team can overcome, you know, some of his polarizing, you know, attitude, I can see a bump coming in his cards. $40, serial numbered out of $2.99. I just love the value on this right here. Let me guys know what your thoughts are on Russell Westbrook. I still think that he just kind of gets the raw end of the stick when people talk about superstars. And I'm not a Westbrook fan, an OKC fan, a Rockets fan, a Wizards fan. It's nothing biased like that. It's just me speaking honestly about, you know, the things that he has done. And then, you know, he just doesn't really get talked about in the same breath as a lot of the NBA superstars right now. And, you know, the proof is in his numbers and the stats, and those stat sheets don't lie. All right, guys, it's time. It's the moment of truth for the Fragile PSA box. I'm going to pause the camera while I open this up because Lord knows how long this is going to take. This thing is taped to bejesus, and there's like no tab, no directions, no, hey, this is the easy way to get this off. So be right back, and we'll look at these Pokemon cards. So here we are, guys, 3 hours later. I got the box open. Here it is. Pulled the packing slip out real quick. I'm going to browse the packing slip just to show you guys the service. You see the submission date was 11/1, November 1st. I did the 10-day service, which was right here, $75 a card. So you see $479 total. And I got them back today, which is December 9th or 10th. I don't remember the date. It's my day off. And when it's my day off, I don't even know what the date is. So, you know, still over a month on the 10-day service. Had a $75 fee. You know, don't really know what to think about that. This is my first PSA return in a really long time. My last 2 orders that I've gotten back were SGC. And actually, my last 3 returns were SGC. I still have 2 more orders out at PSA. I have 55 cards. I have 25 out at the Economy 45-day turnaround. Actually, I have all 55 of them out at that. I got them in before they changed their pricing and things like that. And one of them's in the grading process stage, you know, of the system or whatever. It's in the grading phase. And the other one is actually still being logged, which is pretty crazy. But so don't know when I'll get those back. But let's go ahead and get into it. You can see got the PSA, got the StockX, got me some bubble. I can save that and ship with it. Looks like they sent me really don't know if that's an advertisement or if it's just record sales, world record prices. Yeah. And we got a block here of 6 cards, and we'll start them from the back. I don't know what kind of order these are in, so I don't have my base Charizard Holo is still out being graded. It's with the cards that are actually in the grading process right now. So in here, I do know that I have, here's what we have. We have a base 2, or we have a base Blastoise Holo, a Shadowless Alakazam, 2 base 2 Holo Venusaurs, a Dark Blastoise Team Rocket, and a Dark Charizard Team Rocket. So maybe that's the order that they're in. So if they're upside down, then this first card will be the Charizard. Now let's go ahead and pull these down. And here we go. Hopefully I got some value here. Hopefully I can make some sales. First card, don't know what we're going to be looking at. Looks like the Dark Charizard Holo. Going to be in an 8. Get a good look at that. Maybe a little bit off on the centering on the front. Because, I mean, the card itself all looks really clean. It's a little nicked up down here. But yeah, I pulled all these out of packs when I was younger, and I never played this as a kid. So, don't really know the value on this, especially in an 8. Probably not that much. It is Charizard. He's collectible, but yeah, probably not going to make a whole lot of money on that. The good thing is that it's all profit. All I got to do is pay for my grading fees. Next up, we're going to have another one. This is going to be the Dark Blastoise in a 9. Blastoise was always my favorite. I just thought he was cool. Maybe because he was blue. But the Dark Blastoise in a 9. Again, guys, don't know the values on these. I will look them up. If you're watching the video and you do want to comment and say, hey, here's the value on some of these. And I don't sell my cards on YouTube. But if there is anything that you see here, as far as these Pokemon go, that you have any interest in, you can hit me up on Instagram. I don't know. I mean, I'll put my Pokemon cards on eBay. I don't plan on holding these. These are going to be instant listings. So if you see these and you want to make me an offer, hit me up on Instagram. We can do something. Because, you know, I'd rather get these out of here quicker than have to put them on eBay and deal with it. Next up, I'm guessing it's going to be the next two are going to be the two Venusaurs. And here we go in a 9 again. I'm probably not going to get any 10s just because I believe 10s in these Wizards of the Coast cards are super hard to get. This is the base 2. However, people like this one just as much as they do the regular base. I don't know why, but I have noticed that the prices are very similar. You know, not first edition or shadowless prices, but the base and the base 2 tend to go for the same amount. Got another Venusaur here, another one in a 9. Let's go ahead and put this one up back here. We'll put up the Charizard. It's terrible lighting. The glare is terrible. Make sure you get something on that shiny there. There we go. Next up, we have an Alakazam Shadowless in a 9. That's pretty cool. Shadowless is pretty rare. The edges here, a little different. That might have a little bit of value on it. Maybe $500. Not really sure. And last but not least, last card of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the basketball pickups, the football pickups, and a little bit of Pokemon action. I know my last Pokemon video didn't really do many views, but thought maybe you guys might be interested in some of my grades. And this is going to be a Blastoise base in an 8. So probably the two best cards in the submission, the Dark Charizard and the Blastoise base, got the lowest grades in an 8. I didn't get any 10s, but I didn't get anything lower than an 8. You know, 4 9s and 2 8s on these Pokemon cards. You know, I'll take that. That's not too bad. You know, if any of you guys out there interested in Pokemon, let me know. And that's going to be a wrap, guys. Venusaur, Blastoise. Just drop a comment below, guys. Let me know what you thought was my best pickup. Did you like any of the football cards? Let me know which one you liked. What do you think about Russell Westbrook? PJ Washington? What are you guys picking up? And are you guys doing anything with Pokemon? And make sure you click the link to go back to one of my previous videos. Hit the like and thumbs up on that, because at 200, I'm giving away some cards. You guys saw them earlier. Get yourself entered. Get yourself a nice free card. I love giving back to the community. And once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. And until next time, good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later.